Well, I've got somebody on. Welcome. If you can do a comment, please do so. Hello, Mick. Well done for finding me. That's not bad. That's 1 minute and 9 seconds. Very good. So I'm just going to see if anybody else finds us before I start off. And I'm just, I've got 3 cameras. I've got this one. I've got one general view of the layout and one I can move around a lot. So I hope you're having a nice Easter. And everything's going well. It's a long time since I've seen a video from you, I think. So anyway, I've got some drink. It's what is it up here? We've got it up to 65 so far. That's not too bad. I've been up here a long time trying to sort it out. I had hardly anything up here, so I've had to bring it all up and sort it all out, you know. I've got 2 now, so if you're the new one, can you comment? If not, just please stay and I will get some trains running. And well done for finding me. Oh dear. Right. I suppose I could get a train showing, couldn't I? Oh, I've lost one. That didn't last very long, did it? Never mind. Right, I better get some a train running, I think. Before I do that, how's the picture and the sound, Mick? Can you tell me? Can you hear my ugly tones? Thank you for that. Right. Yeah. Let's bring a couple of trains in, shall we? Right. Which one am I? I can't remember which one's which. I think it's that one. Yeah. So there's a full view of the layout. And as you can see, I've got a few trains about here. So let's get the one of them running. Yeah, not too bad, is it? I've got as much light on as I can get. I could try. Let's try that one, and we'll just see what happens. It might start it flattering. Yeah, that one don't like that, does it? The other one is fine for that. It's a bit weird. We've got 2 on again. Welcome, the second one. And if you can comment, please do so. It'd be interesting to see who you are. If you're not subscribed, then never mind. See what you like. So I'm going to run. I think I'll run the Steamy there. Let's try and Scotsman with some Pullman carriages, Hornby Pullman carriages. So we'll just get him running a bit. Running. I've got no sound on at the moment. So here we go. So I've not run these a lot. So if it starts raining, that's what my streams are usually like, you know. Go a little bit quicker, shall we? So none of this is on iTrains. This is all me controlling them. I think you have quite a few problems with iTrains when you're on a stream. You end up spending all your time trying to sort everything out instead of talking to the punters, so to speak. a bit closer to. So I've got another one on. I've got 3 on at the moment. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming on. If you can comment, please do so. So I think I'll get another one going. We'll have a go at the container train, shall we? So this is, I know it's probably a bit out of era, but it's got the Bachmann Class 31, the one with the automatic uncoupling, which I won't be using, but whatever. So that's going to come in the other way. So these sometimes have a habit of uncoupling. So there we go. Hello, Peter. How are you, sir? Happy Easter. Thank you. So I've been really in the dumps at the moment with the old train set. I've not done a lot. I've done a bit on the downstairs one in the end to end. But yeah, I've been a bit, as we all get, don't we? So I've got the Flying Scotsman with some Hornby Pullman carriages, the unlit ones, and I've got the Class 31, the Bachmann one, with my container train, which are Bachmann containers, which I had to modify. It just would not go around this layout. It gets derailing all the time. So there's a video on that quite a long time ago. It must have been 4 years ago. Hello, Steve Yo. You've used many of my ideas on your layout. Oh, well done, thank you very much. I didn't think my ideas were that good, really, but never mind. I mean, look, I've got a roundy, haven't I? Let's face it, here, and an end-to-end at the other downstairs. But I've enjoyed doing it, and it's simple, really. I haven't got all this problem with making sure everything misses, although it does get a bit tight on here at times with the Mark III carriages. So, yeah, I've got 5 on, so we've had 3, what's the name? So there must be 2 that can't maybe comment, but I hope you'll enjoy watching and listening. So I suppose I might as well get the 3rd train going, which is the Pure Scale Deltic with some maroon carriages, basically, Hornby. So I'll get her going. And I've set the tracks right, because there's no, this isn't under iTrains, this is just me doing it. So all of these locos do have sound, but I've decided not to put them on at the moment. So let's go back to the other one. There we are. It's not the whole of the layout. It's obviously I can't get very near the camera end, but hope you're enjoying it. Hello, Dino. How are you, sir? Thank you for finding me, and happy Easter. Just thought I'd run a few trains. Now this is all manually, none of the iTrains. Just fancied running some because I haven't for a while. So it took me about, believe it or not, probably about an hour and a half to get it all up here from downstairs. I did have some up here, but not a lot. and then get everything to work, because I haven't done a live stream for quite a long time, I don't think, you know. Yeah, good. What you want. So I've got 7 on, it's all right. So I am aware that Andy's on at 1 o'clock, so I won't go in beyond the 1 o'clock. Um, and you can all go straight over to him, can't you? But let's have a bit of my mug for a minute, can I? Yes, I know. I am, yeah. There I am. Oh dear. Ooh, it's a bit of a shock. Um, yeah, so I'm up in the loft. It's all running reasonably well, actually. I've had a couple of derailments. So I've got there's a 57 in the sidings there, which kept wanting to derail. So I don't know whether it's the backs to backs, but it would, yeah, I can't be bothered to sort it out, to be honest. And it kept using the layout, which I don't really want. Yeah, as I say, they've all got sound, so if anybody wants to hear a little burst of sound, let me know, and I'll put them on. As we know, the Deltic is pretty loud, isn't it? I think it's probably as loud as the Hatton 66. So, yeah. And got the Flying Scotsman out. Now, interestingly, I read an article, I think it was on YouTube yesterday. We may not be able to have these steam engines running, or the old logos, any old logo, like the 31, because on the main lines, because in their wisdom, the powers to be are going to make it all computer controlled with no line side signals. So these old locos will need a computer and everything they need to run that system. And if they can't make it work, then it's going to be bye-bye mainline preserved railway engines. And I also understand that the company that does the Hogwarts Express, it goes up over there in Scotland, they were asked not to use Mark 1 carriages because they don't like them. So at the moment, I believe there are trials going on with the new loco that was made. What was it? Was the A2? Not quite sure. P2, P1. I don't know. But the one that's just new, you know, Tornado. Yeah, that's coming to Ukraine. Tornado. So they're trying it on there, and they reckon if they can't get it to work on that loco, then you're never going to get it on the older ones. So we'll have to wait and see. Hello, Maeve. You're from Wales, aren't you? Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I've got some trains running, Maeve. I've just stuck my mug up here for a little while just to prove I'm here. So all these trains are running manually. I've not got them on iTrains. I mean, it's running on the iTrain system, but not being done. My cup of tea is downstairs, and I've got some juice here at the moment. I had a cup of tea before I come up here with something to eat, because I usually have lunch about 11, half 11, and I thought I can't really go, I think. Hello, Eric. Yeah. Hello to you. Happy Easter. Thank you for joining. Got 10 on now, so it's not bad considering I've just started it up, haven't I? So I'll all you new ones, I'll show you some trains running. Oh dear, I think I just set the wrong. Just a minute. Sorry, everybody. I just I don't know if you can still hear me. Right, hang on. Oh, Debbie, mate. I'm out of practice at this. Right, let's. So we got the trains. So this is the sideline camera, which I can move about if you want me to. And I think I've just lost one, so sorry about that. It's back on. It's back on screen. So interestingly, you can sort of uh, sort of stop the camera working, so to speak, which is what I clicked. But never mind. So there's the long range one. Okay. How's it done that? Okay. Clicked it again. Annoying. Right. So yes, I am aware that Hot Dog Andy is on at 1 o'clock. So I won't go into his, but we've still got an hour and a half. So if you're all right, I think I might have to go and get a cup of tea. This duty going down pretty quick. So I have got some other locos on, and if I have a go at that. So I'm going to move this well, I'll leave you with that camera. I'm going to move this one for a minute, and hopefully I can get it to show you. I've got 10 of them. Have you got anybody new? Okay, well done. Right, let's have a look. So as you can see, I've got some couple of trains in the wrong fiddle yard, which runs down the side of the roof. And this is the view from my sort of integrated camera that's down there. So we might bring them out. We'll see how we go. We've got time, haven't we? So let's go back to the trains running. There we go. So yeah. I've got 12 on now, so I've obviously got people that can't actually comment. If you can comment, please do so, everybody. That's what it's all about. Let's see if I can put this camera somewhere else. Whether it will work. Let's have a look. Might be a bit crooked. I'll have to watch it here. I've got leads everywhere. So who's that? Dino? No, that's the that's a Cura scale Celtic young man. I don't have an Hornby Celtic. I started at the top end. Sorry, yes, I was busy. I do answer it in the end, everybody. I do answer it in the end. Right, where are we going? Yeah, let's see what this one looks like, shall we? See if I get the right flaming button to push. So that's from the other direction. So I'm sort of up here. I'm sort of there, controlling it. Actually, that's not a bad view, is it? I like that. So that's just sitting on top of the embankment there, as you can see. And the embankment's just made of paper and card, really. I did it in my early days. I mean, I think there are some videos on how I did it. Right, you know, I've been going about 6 years, I think now. So Um, yes, maybe it does help if you have the equipment working, doesn't it? Like you, it doesn't matter how good the equipment works if the brain in the controller with the fat train controller isn't working, does it? Which is what was happening when I was checking up the picture. Yeah, I quite like that, I must admit. So let's see if we can get the. I'll probably get the frying stop to do a whistle, maybe. There we are. So what I like about the Hornby ones, as opposed to some of these newer ones, is that you can do that without actually having the sound going. But a lot of the new ones, you've got to have the sound going. And hello, Roy. How are you, sir? Happy Easter to you, sir. Are you indoors or are you in your garage playing trains like I am? So let's see if I can get the sound on the 31 when it comes round, but I'm not sure it will. I'm not sure which one is which. See, I suspect it won't work. So this is obviously the A3 Flying Scotsman, the current one. And I've lost a couple, so it's up and down, but I'm quite happy to get 11 or 12 this time. You know, and I haven't done it for about 5 months, or I don't know how long it is. Oh, well done, mate. Good. Yeah. I can't really do this one because this is near enough here, isn't it? I'm not going to do an awful lot with this one. I could. I mean, yeah, I could do a lot, but I'm just not. You know, I'm getting on a bit, and it gets really hard as you get older to sort of do everything, keep it all going. You know. Right, here comes the 31, but I've got a feeling it won't work. No, it didn't work. You'd have to put the sound on first, and I think it's the same with the Deltic. Let's have a go. Coming round now, the Deltic. See if we can get a blast. Oh yeah, that one works. Turn it off, Robert. Oh, yeah. You're indoors, are you, Roy? Well done. So am I, really, albeit in the loft, but it's comfortable in here. It's now, yeah, it's just a fraction over 65 up here, which for me is quite comfortable, I must admit, you know. What's the point? No. So, I know we don't talk politics on these, but I just sort of, God knows what's happening in America there. I can't understand why they're not stopping what's likely to happen happening. I just find that really strange. I'm sure if it was happening over here, it would be, yeah, cracked down on quite hard, I would imagine. A bit like, you know, our female prime minister recently that found out that it doesn't quite work to do things that everybody doesn't like. But there we are. Right, that's all I'm going to say about it. Well, except that hopefully we're all concerned about it everywhere. You know, I don't know. So it doesn't look as though this is the best time to do a live stream, because certainly going up and down quite quickly. Hello, Lee Wall. Hello, sir. How are you? Happy Easter, sir. I wouldn't exactly say setting one of these up is nice and relaxed, to be honest. I've been up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah, it's not stressful so much, although it is a bit when logos don't want to play ball and keep derailing, which my 57 did. So it got intermittently taken off its train, and the Deltic was put in its place. So yeah. So let's I'll show you the whole of the layout, or most of the layout, shall I say. Here we are. I went to full screen there, lost all the writing. But can you tell me? I take it the chat is coming up on your whichever device you're watching this on. And how many of you are watching on a TV as opposed to a computer or a tablet or a phone? And if you are watching it on the phone, what's it like? Is it all too small really? Well, that's good that you've got your family there, Lee. Does your grandson like the trains? And yeah, my shoulder's okay. I mean, it can still be painful, but it's certainly a lot better. And I think it is. The more I'm doing things, the better it is. I mean, I've been up and down here. And it's quite a steep stairs up here, although quite solid, quite nice to use. But yeah. So you're watching on the phone, Lee, are you? Okay. It's all right, is it? Oh, good. And do you watch it sort of landscape view as opposed to portrait, or the other way around? What? You're watching on TV, Dino. Okay, good. And what sort of size TV? Really big one or a little one or what? I mean, I've got about a 43-inch downstairs that I watch it all on. Although not when I'm up here, obviously. So welcome if you're new to my channel. People are coming in and out of this live stream, which is fine. Sometimes, like an Easter or a break, you've got family about and you can't really spend a lot of time on this. But I thought if you're getting bored with what's on the TV, or you just want to see some trains running and you can't be bothered to do your own, then you can come and have a look at mine. You're watching on your phone, Roy, eh? Okay. On your Android phone, okay. Yeah, so that's the size of Dino's TV. Look, that must look huge. Blimey. 43 is pretty good, but yeah, that must be absolutely super. Okay, mate. Yeah, that's fine. If it's a case of watching on your monitor and still doing work, and not watching and doing all your work, then that's fine. Great. Oh, so you're Formula One now. To be honest, I used to. And I used to like it when we used to get live coverage free, but it's to me it's becoming far more like a business than it is a sport. A bit like football. Now that might be a bit controversial to say, but that's my opinion. Yeah, you know, the minor leagues, maybe not, but I just feel everything is all fascinating, you know. So I haven't got a clue how it's going, and I shall wait until Formula One put up their YouTube video and watch that, because that's all I ever do now. I don't even watch the what is it ITV4 coverage. I just don't bother now. So it's a shame, but okay, Lee, you want me to mention your grandson's name? Okay, well there you are. It's in print, young sir, and it'll be on. Everybody will see that. So how do you pronounce that? Level? It's sort of spelled a bit like level, but I don't quite know how the onus is on it. And you're 7, are you? And you like the train? Well, there you are. We have another convert. So when I peg out, or Alan from Dragon Junction pegs out, or Peter Dixon from Torrington Road pegs out, you can take over, young man, can't you? And it's an interesting hobby. It teaches you a lot of things which in your life might be quite useful. And obviously, being young, you're all into computers and phones and all that, so you find it a lot easier than I'm doing. Level, is that okay? There we are. Is that true? Okay. So your 10 seconds of fame is over, young man. But I'm sure if you get your own layout and do it, you can have a bit more. And it's you've got your whole life in front of you to do what you want. And the only advice is choose something you like doing, because it's a flaming long time doing it. And yes, I know it changes now that jobs aren't for life. I mean, as a joiner, I had an occupation that I could do for 55 years, which is what I did. Um, but whatever, yeah. So yeah, good old Britain. Never mind. So Lee, does your grandson run? You let him run your train or your train set? Or sorry, your layout might be better, might it? Hey, this orange is go. That's good. Okay. I suspect your loft is a bit neater than mine up here. And of course, yours probably runs round the edges, isn't it? Whereas this one's right in the centre of the loft. So let's have another view, shall we? I can see why I clicked the take the picture off easily. Let's have that one back again, shall we? Well, obviously you use where you got to punch all the numbers in, haven't you? So that in a way, the reason I run my train the way I do on a computer is um, I'd have all some trouble knowing what number to push to A, do the locode, and B, maybe all the points and everything, the signals. So I let iTrain sort of take control of that if I wanted to. But equally, I can just switch from one train to the next very easily. So it's all there on the computer, basically. And before, what are the app that you can get? Train's gone dead. Hello, Engage Trains. Welcome to it. Well, I'm engaged. I'm in the UK, and at the moment it's 11:45 in the morning. So yeah, you might be somewhere else in the world that is whatever. So happy Easter to you anyway. You're on the other side. Oh, signal cabin. Hello. So you're on the Irish side of the Irish Sea, are you? So in northern or in the air? You are. Um, where is Engage? Where is St Bonaventure? Is it something we should know about? Because I don't. Yeah, I mean these are pretty cheap Pullmans, Lee. Um, I've got some. I've got the Brighton Bell downstairs and some other carriages that came with another layout, which have got the lights in. But I have trouble with them. If they fuse, they take the whole layout out, and you've got to take the whole of those off before you can bring it back up again, which I don't understand. But there we are. Um, oh, you're live in a couple of hours, are you, Engaged? Okay. Um, what sort of time do you start? Because obviously there's Hot Dog Andy at 1 o'clock. He always does his on a Sunday. Um, you're there, are you? Okay. And yes, so yeah, okay. So hope you're having a nice time over there. And I'm assuming you're on the same time as us. John Welch. Um, in what context, young sir? And hello, welcome to the screen. I take it you're in America, are you? By looking at your YouTube picture there. We're in the UK. We're in the UK. Oh, I'm in the UK, and I'm on the East Coast. But I run anything. I've even got an Italian loco with some carriages for it in 8 so I just wanted to run trains, to be honest. Oh right, okay. Quite a bit of work on an Easter Sunday, obviously. Yeah, okay. Well, at the same time, I use signal. Yeah, it's got quite an interesting name you've used, isn't it? I'd say. Um, so are you more into signal boxes and signals and actually running trains, or I haven't looked at your layout, so I can't see it at the moment. I don't really want to do it because I should pack something up. Okay. Oh, perhaps I shouldn't say that. So John Welsh is, as I thought, is there. So do you ever see the big boy there, John? Oh, right. Okay, I don't quite understand that. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, 1986. Okay. Right, I'll have to have a look, won't I? When I get off of it. And you've actually one. So you have seen the big boy. Okay. if you see, I don't know if you saw my my last video that I did, which is the Model Railway show in Norwich, in Norfolk, um, and they had an enormous big boy on there, absolutely enormous. So perhaps when you've got a spare 20 minutes, have a look at that. It was enormous. It really was. That's way a ton. So you've got a small layout, yeah, but you know mine isn't huge. It's only got 10 foot. It's basically 10 foot by 4 foot. But then I've added bits on one end and a bit round the back of the back seam. Um, which at the moment I think I've got the 395s in the side, you know, on that side. Um, yeah, I think these older locos that they're bringing out, they are very vulnerable. I think, aren't they? You know, they're very small, and you can easily break them. I think, and I also say the modern locos, you know, all these modern locos with all their detail, which is great to see, but yeah, it could be a nightmare. I mean, I'm hoping to get one of these flirts, you know, the 755 flirts that actually run down this area. Um, but all the videos I've seen on YouTube, they say don't touch the windows, you know, don't push the windows because they fall out or fall in. So yeah, not great. Hello, John from Piccadilly. Hello, young sir. Um, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm stopping you doing your work, or maybe you're doing it at the same time, eh? I'm sure you can split your brain. So happy Easter to you, sir. Yeah, I thought I'd just done some change because I haven't been doing it. I've really been in the doldrums, really, to be honest. I've done a little bit of work down on the end to end downstairs, but a video will be coming up. There's a video on that and a video on a big disappointment at the moment, which you have to wait and see. I'm going to leave this up for a little while. And I was in two minds whether to do this because obviously it'll cut off the one I just put up about less than a week ago, and it hasn't done very well. So whatever. So if everybody that's watched this, if you go and look at that, it might help. No, it doesn't matter. So you're doing what? Oh, right, you're doing computer work, fair enough. And what are you watching this on your computer or you got the telly on? Right. Yeah, if you want to add DCC to the right, I think you should have a look at Piccadilly Model Railways because I'm pretty sure he did it. Um, he's very clever. He does 3D printing and all this sort of stuff, you know. So, right, old John, I'll give you some. Yeah, it'll be a little while, John. You're watching on the TV, are you? Good. The shoulders a lot better. I don't think it's ever going to be dead right, but it's given me a lot less jip at night, which is what I was worried about. Um, and I can lift it up above, you know, right up. I could feel it getting a bit stiff as I do it, but whatever. I suppose I could show you the other. Hang on, I'll show you. Say bye bye to the change for a moment. Yeah, so you know I can do that. You know, I can do that. So that doesn't hurt at all. That one's getting a bit. Yeah, I know I'm doing it. So put it that way. I don't know what you missed, John. know. Right, I seem to be fluctuating between sort of 8 and 11. So yeah, not the best time to. I don't actually think you can keep up with all the channels. I've got quite a few I'm allied to, but yeah, you can't watch them all, to be honest. You wouldn't do anything else, would you? I think Anthony at in America, the model railway outsider, he seems to watch a hell of a lot of them. So yeah, I'm here. Look, it's not good enough, is it? Look, it's nearly gone. I might have to go down and get myself a cup of tea. So here it's nearly, there's young Andy. Well done, Andy. Yeah, I'm not going to carry on after 1 o'clock, sir, so don't worry. But I just fancied running a few trains. And I hope watching this isn't going to upset your getting ready for your running session. Okay, right. So I'll show you some trains. I really did the wrong one again. So we'll go to that one, shall we? Yeah, so there's a full-size one. As you've seen before, no doubt. So I've got the new ones. I've got the Deltic Cura scale 55 with some Hornby maroon coaches, which are probably East Coast, I would imagine. I'm putting the rake of Hornby Pullmans. I've got the Flying Scotsman, the A3 Flying Scotsman. And then putting my Bachmann container train of 6 wagons, I've got the Bachmann 31, the one with the automatic uncoupling, which works to a certain extent. In the station there is obviously my 101, Bachmann 101, which stays there all the time. And actually behind it is my I think it's my Bachmann, isn't it? Yeah, my Bachmann 411 EMU 4-car one. So okay, Dino. Thank you very much for finding me and coming on live, and thank you for saying that. I must admit, running them manually, it's worked quite well, hasn't it? I'm not getting it going bing and bong and whatever it does when it's on iTrains. Now, if you get iTrains set up properly, it works. It does. It will, control your trains, do the points, signals, whatever. But because of the type of layout, and I always want to run longer trains than I really should on this layout, because you're not supposed to have a train that's much longer than your shortest block. And if you do, then you do tend to get problems. So, yeah. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your Easter, young man. And if you've already gone, they've got 10 on now, so it's up and down like a yo-yo. It really is, So let's. I'll show you the other one, which is the sideline one. Which I quite like this one, I must admit. You do get a good view of them coming down the tracks, don't you? And for you that don't know, I'm controlling it all from about here. So I think what I might do, if I dare do it, I might get the Deltic off, and before I take it off, I'll give you a bit of a dose of the sound. and then bring another train on that I've got in the siding over there, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So bear with me, everybody. So I put a bit of sound on the Deltic. So have a bit of horn. That sounds good. How does that come over on the stream, everybody? Sounds pretty good here. Just a minute. Okay, I'll turn it off now. So I'm going to switch my lines and take it out of the way and put it on behind the back seam. That's where the Pullman train is just coming through. It's going to go behind there, you know. Sounded good, right? Good, good. No, I'm not very good at spelling either. I'm getting better. I must admit, I think YouTube has actually helped me with the spelling, to be honest. It really has, you know. So, where are we? Right. I think I better let it go around one more glass. Don't ever want to. You can hear it, but low in the mix. Okay. It's probably because it's coming from. It might be coming from my computer microphones. Oh, it's too loud, was it? It depends how high you got your sound up on your appliance that you're watching it on, I suppose. Yeah. Right, I've switched this point. We'll get it into where we want to go. It could all derail here, of course. Okay. So it's going to should be able to see it diving off the edge of the layout at the end there. Look. There we go. And it's now coming along here. Coming along here now. There it is. Look. There it is. So it's now going to go round the end of the back seam. Up. And I've just pushed the camera off with the train, and it's decoupled it. Hey, there we are. A teeth, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get him back. Sorry, everybody. Vomit. Oh, and it's fused it. Okay, great. Right, okay. I didn't work that one out, did I? Very well. Right, let's go back here. Sorry. We'll get the trains running again. We'll put that there. There we are. Let's go over there. Right. Right. I'll see if I can get to. Let's go and see what's happening to the Deltic. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves, everybody. I see what happened there. So I had the point to the siding set, and it went and hit the back of the 395. So I think the easiest way to do this is to take it off, and I'll click that over there. I thought I'd already done that. Oh, hang on, I've got to restart anyway. Right, let's see if we can get going. Yeah. So hopefully it'll all start up again. Yep. Good. Right. Right. Okay, well I've got I've pushed the carriages out the way. I'll leave them there. Because I can't use this outer layout, outer line, because I'd have to have it switching. Right, sorry, I've yeah, exactly. And it really, when I'm trying to I have no idea, Andy. I'm up in the loft, so I haven't got a window. And if I turn the lights off, it's pretty dark. So, right, how are we doing? Okay. So I now switch that one back, and we'll bring a train out from the siding. Just deciding which one to do. So I now switch out from the Deltic train, and I need to. If I put that Deltic back on again, it will probably jump forward, and the light will probably be on because I didn't have time to do it. But anyway, right. So I'm going to bring out my. I think we should have a 37, shouldn't we? So gotta go with that one, and I need to see which way it's going. So I hope you're enjoying seeing the trains while I'm trying to do this. Let's have a look. Right, let's put some lights on it. Okay. Alright, so with the lights on, I can sort of hopefully see which way it's going to actually run. So there we go. Right. Let's see if it will run, shall we? So I need to set up, I need to get the right road done. So it's not that one. It's not that one. It's that one. So I think it goes there. And yeah, that should be all right. Let's see what happens, shall we? Right, here we go. Yep, going the right way. It's a good start, isn't it? We go at 15 miles an hour. That should come out, hopefully. Right, how are we doing, everybody? Oh, I've got 12 on. Hello, Sparky! Oh. How are you? Excuse me, how are you? Happy Easter to you. I'm sure. Ah, dear. Okay, what's done that? Right, talk amongst yourselves, everybody. I'll go and try and find out what's fused it. Well, I don't think it's that. We don't know. Haven't come off? No. That'll teach me to change trains, won't it? Hey, everybody? Does this come off? Yeah. I think it's the 37 causing a problem. So Sparky, how are you doing over there? Because you're obviously in Canada, aren't you? So it's all gets hitting off a bit over there, isn't it? To be honest. Right, I'll just see if that will come back on again. And if it doesn't, it wasn't that, was it? So we'll see. No, it wasn't that. So it's still fusing, and I don't know what. This is all on. You'll see that it's the flying Scotsman. Move that round a bit. And well, I've got one of the one of the wagons on this has come off, but as far as I know, it's got plastic wheels, so I don't know whether that did it. I never thought so. Let's have another go. No, still not coming on. Oh dear. Right. Well, I'll tell you what it might be. It might be the container train doing it, perhaps. Let's get it to a place where it isn't on points and try again. So it's all this is all the fun of doing model railways, I suppose. There we are, we're on. So it was the Bachmann container train that was causing the problem. So naughty boy. So sometimes it's worth resetting the points. So, okay, so we've got the Cura scale class 37 coming out with a load of TTA Hornby wagons. And interestingly, these are the only rolling stock or locos I've got that are weathered. Oh dear. Okay, I think we might have a bit of a problem with the Bachmann container trains, because the Hornby one is all plastic wheels as far as I know. How are we doing? Oh, I'm losing people. Sorry, peoples. But I always have problems. You should know that if you come on my live streams. Let's see if we can get it off the points. Right, we are on. Yes, that's all on. Yeah, it all seems on. Weird. And as you've seen, it's been running around, no problem at all, isn't it? Now, an interesting thing about this is when it fuses like that, it goes off very quickly, as you can see. All the signals go off and they don't come on again. Now, if you're running it under I trains, then it will. Right, I'd like to know why that is doing what it's doing. Let's see if it does it again. It's just coming through the station here. It all seems to be running. It's weird, isn't it? So let's get the old 37 going a bit quicker. I also put some lights on. Oh, I've got the lights on. Yeah. Right, how are we doing? Right. There's something clicked. See? There's something making a funny noise. We've got one of the TTAs off. So the TTAs have got plastic wheels, so they're not hopefully going to fuse anything. And I do actually quite like plastic wheels because I think they're a lot quieter. Yeah, it's more drag. Right, so I've missed a few here. Sorry, people. Oh dear, we've gone again. Right, be back. Right, what am I going to do? Oh dear. Right, well, as it seems to be the container train that is causing all the hassle, I think it's probably time the poor old crew had a bit of a break. So let's stop him at this station, or rather at this. No, we'll let it. Oh, can't let it go round again because it'll fuse it, won't it? I don't get that. It's been running lovely, isn't it? Everybody's seen it, it's been on. So I shall stop it in the station if I can do it before it fuses it again. Well, I haven't managed to do that, so let's just go a bit slower. Are we going to get away with it or not? Right, we'll bring it slowly up to the signal here, which I can put at stop. Here we are. I'll leave that there for it. This hasn't been through the system, this loco, so it's still as it came from the factory. Right. So I'll run these ones that I've got going, if you don't mind. So I will be going off soon, won't I? So give Andy a chance. So, right, what have I missed, everybody? Sorry. Right, so I did these. It's very disconcerting when you get a click. You sort of wonder. Right, that's all right. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Oh, dear. What's it? No. It's getting tired, everybody. It seems to be getting tired. So is that the 37 done that? It probably is. Right, let's see if that helps. I know the secret now. I shouldn't run them for more than an hour, and then they're all right. So let's see if it'll start up again. So you push stop, and then you push go, and hopefully it'll come on, which it has done. So I don't know. Very strange. Oh, right. That is definitely the TTA wagon uncoupled, not uncoupled, fell off, and then it pulled the Delta 37 off. Yeah, I'm getting all hello. Right. Yeah, we do, don't we? Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It seemed to be the 31, didn't it? Okay. Now, on most of this, I'm running, the normal couplings. The Hornby locking. The problem ones. I can never remember the name of them. I'm sure one of you will give me the name. So you're always going to have a little bit of trouble, I think. But it can equally be you keep running it over the same point, and it sort of just loses it a bit, So let's have another go. Yep. Right, we've still got one off. Or is it the loco? Hang on a minute. I better just slow it down a tick. Yep, the loco wasn't on. Well, that went over a point and it didn't actually fuse it, so that's pretty good. Go and see if we can get it back on. Yeah. So I suspect I didn't have it on right in the first place, I would imagine. It can be quite hard aren't they, to get these engines on with no problems. So the best way I do it is I just try and wobble the bogey each end to see if it locks, you know. Which usually it does. Right, back the way. The TTA, is that off? No, so the TTA that actually caused it to come off probably went back on again. There we are. Well done, Hornby. Self-righting TTA wagons. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm over there. Yeah. How we doing? What me? Okay, Andy, I suspect you've already gone, my man, but whatever. Right, let's see if we can get this one going again. Tension locks, absolutely. Not wrong. So I've got the old ones, the really big D ones on the TTAs, and the same on the Pullman carriages. You know, so it's really fun. Yeah, I do have it on the phone. I don't have it on the computer, or not on this computer, on the computer I use for the day-to-day stuff. Hey, I don't like the sound of that. You've definitely got something not right. Let's see if we can sort it. Well, I've stopped that there for a minute. Right, let's. I'm just going to click the points over, I think. That's that one. Yeah. Do that one. Yep. Okay. No, that one didn't work. That would have been fun. I would have, if I carried on round there, it would have gone back onto the middle track and gone up the back of the computer. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Right, that should have done it. So obviously I use Hornby point motors on here, as well as Hornby decoders for it. So it's not the most reliable system you can have. So have you looked at my end-to-end, Maeve? I've sort of set up magnets and whatever so that I can uncouple. And of course, I don't know what, can't remember what you said your era was, but this Bachmann Class 31 has automatic uncoupling at the point of a button. I mean, it's not exactly foolproof. You've got to do it in the right sequence, which I did a video on it. It's done quite well. Got 3,000 views on that. So let's see if we can get this. I don't know what to do with this DRS one. Let's have a go again. So we're going to see if it definitely seems as though it's not too good. No, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Right, let's run this. Right, gentlemen and ladies, I think if if I have more troubles, I think I'll maybe call an end to this. I've been on an hour and 16 minutes, so it's not too bad. Let's see if we can get it to run round without actually causing a problem. So I'll give you the long view. Yeah, if you don't like the sound it makes. Okay. Yeah, lots of clicking. I don't know if you can hear the clicking noises. Yeah, I mean, it's not a cheap loco, to be honest, but it does work. As I say, if you ever look at the video, it's about, I don't know, in the last year, I think it was. It works okay. I go into explaining about the couplings you need to use and what I found work the best. But yeah, but I've actually I've done. If you look at the end-to-end layout videos, I did a whole few videos on how I wanted to be able to uncouple. And that I actually did that before I bought the 31. So the 31 was an extra string to my bow, if you like, you know. But you give you a hint. I bought sort of 50 little magnets, you know, like you can buy, very small ones, the ones that are similar that are in the hunt couplings, and you use them. So have a look. Might help. What we're here to do, isn't it? To help everybody. So, everybody, at the moment it's working, and I can't bring out. I've got all these logos, and I'm loath to bring them out, but I have got one more that I wouldn't mind. So, but what it would mean, I think, is reversing this TTA wagon train into the siding where it came from. So yeah, not quite sure, but I think I might do that. So if I reverse it, I haven't changed any of that. So I've changed the point, and I'll get it to here. I'll get it up here, and what I'll do, I'll show you the other camera. That one. And I'll move it. Hang on. Have my mug for a minute. I'll move that camera to where it was. Yeah, that's me. Hello. Right, you move that, and I'll see if I can get it down here, where the where we can see what happens with it when I try to reverse it in. I'll put it down here. There we go. So this is sort of a similar view that you get. Actually, what I'll do, I'll put it on the straight one, might be safer. Ah, that doesn't work very well. Hang on a minute. The cable, the long cable is pulling the camera. Right, let's see what we've got with that. I have to be careful because I have to walk across the entrance to the loft. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the hunts. If you just want to run the trains like I'm doing here, it's fine. But I've got a lot of rolling stock that is the old decoupling, and I don't really want to convert it all to run with those. So, and as you can see, most of the time they do run quite well, really. So we'll see how we get on with this reversing this one in, shall we? So I need to slow it down there. That's it. And I'll switch the point here. And I'll switch the point. No, it's still switched, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to go down the straight. So I just don't know whether that's worked. Yeah, I think it does. So let's have a look at the long camera. There we are. Yeah, that looks right. So I'll give you the other. I'll give you the camera that I've just set in the. It might be a bit dark. I have got lights on. Which one is it? Is that one? No, wrong one. Try the other one. So there we are. So they're going to be. They will come down here, hopefully, and onto there, and then I'll bring that one out. So let's have a go. Have a laugh, can't we? We've got half an hour before Andy's on. So let's reverse. And if you don't mind, I'm going to put a bit of sound on. Let's hear a little bit of the 37 sound, shall we? I should have done that when I got it moving. It would have been quicker, wouldn't it? Okay, Andy. I'll try and get on. I'll obviously have to shut all this down. You're a new chap, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Welcome to the stream. Happy Easter to you. About the last half an hour, well, probably a bit less than half an hour, because Hot Dog Andy's on at 1 o'clock, and I don't want to go in with him, you know. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is reverse my Acura Scale 37 DRS loco with a load of TTA Hornby wagons into the siding and then bring out another train. So let's see how we go. So probably not too fast, I would think. Perhaps we should give her a little bit of a toot. A bit weedy, aren't they, some of these horns on these logos, to be honest. So this is a factory fitted Acura Scale 37. And I'm losing my audience because I only aimed 6, but there we are. See how it goes. So we're about to hopefully go into the backstage, so to speak. I just hope it doesn't hit the flaming camera. Where have I put it? That should be right. So it's about to appear. It's got about another 1.5 foot to go. And we'll see if it does. So remember, this is on these couplings, the big D couplings. So I think you only get problems if they ride over each other, which of course they might well do. There we go. Pretty good so far. Touch wood. There we are. So I can see it on my little camera there I've got set up. That's fine. So now I'm going to switch that point that you can see. I'm going to switch that one back. And I'm going to switch that one. And I'm going to bring that one out, if you might like. What do I want? Got to find it first. There it is. Right, so let's put some lights on. Should see them. Yeah, here we are. Yep, so it's forward on there. And we'll bring this one out. Any ideas what might be on it? So it's coming now. Sorry, Jimmy. Well, the 395's on there, but I don't actually think I'm going to have time to actually run it. It's on the back there. Yeah, I mean, you know, it does. I think most of the time they run quite well, and you're always going to. I didn't have a notification, Jimmy. I just come on and I just let people find me. So, you know, it fluctuates. I mean, I think the first one was within a minute. So that was Dino. So here we go. So you would have seen it, so you know what it is. So we'll get that onto the layout, and I'll just run that round, and we'll see whether this fuses everything. So the problem with the Daypole 68 is obviously the couplings, isn't it? They're very droopy. So on this one, I've got some magnetic couplings between the carriage and the thing. The rest of it is all the small D-cup. Hello, Smallwood Junction. Welcome to the stream. You've caught the last maybe 20 minutes of it. So let's speed up a little bit more. Now that we're out, there we go. I just need to do the point. So this is all automatic. This is all with me controlling it. Doesn't always work, of course. And we'll see if this one works. So I'll put a little bit of sound of the 68 on. And I'll switch the camera over and then move the other one. But there won't be much going on that one. Here we are. I'll go and get the other camera and we'll see if this runs round without any problems. So yes, I do know that I've not got the right carriages here. There should be brakes, shouldn't they? Sort of composite brakes. But I just could not find any. So I thought I'd rather get some, I'd rather have some rather than none. And I've actually only got 2 of these, so I've just got the right amount for the trade-in. And obviously they're usually full of security people, aren't they? And obviously I believe this is the old nuclear flask train. So let's stick the camera on here. There we go. Right, let's see what that looks like. So these cables can cause a problem. They sort of pull the camera about. And it's all loose, right? So we can play that thing towards us. Yeah. Yeah. So give me, yeah, I am sorry. I would like to do it, but it's sort of trying to jiggle the trains about. As you see, I just had to reverse the Hornby into the what's the name. And as I'm not running it automatically, I can't have the two lines set up that sort of intersect just the other side of this tunnel, don't they? So next time, perhaps. Sorry, I know you like it. So let's turn some sound off again, shall we? So let's have a, I don't know, I haven't seen Kelly, but let's put a little bit of chuff, chuff, chuff on, shall we? So Flying Scotsman, A3 Flying Scotsman. The final time. So you're not going to see her very well from this angle. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can just, I'll turn this camera over to that side a bit. And we'll see what that looks like. You might be able to see her coming down there a bit more. There we are. I've got three 37s. I've got the Acura scale that I've just been running. So if you go back a bit on the screen, you'll see it running. I've got a Hornby Class 37, the railroad one. It came fitted with sound, obviously the TTS, and I think it cost me about 80 quid. And I've got a Bachmann 37 with TTS sound in it. Don't ask me why. There was a reason at the time. So, hello, Alan. We have a royalty in the stream. So everybody, tip your hats, please, and do what you need to do. And happy Easter to you, Alan. Yeah. Okay. So I'm about to go, Alan, actually, because obviously I don't want to interact with Hot Dog Andy, who was on earlier, and I certainly don't want to upset Andy, do I? Not at all. So as you can see, Alan, I've got the Flying Scotsman on, the A3 one. I've had the Class 37 with some GTA wagons on, which if you look back on it afterwards, you'll see. I've had the Class 31 with a container train on that worked perfectly well for about an hour, and then we're doing all sorts of wobbles and fusing the layout. So I've also got some more cameras here, which I'll show you another one. So and I'm getting very, very thirsty. So here's the worst one. Hello, how are you doing there in Wales there? Nice to speak to you the other day. Thank you very much. And yeah, I haven't said anything about what we discussed. That'll come in the next video probably. But the engine we were talking about, it's a negative result, to be honest, at the moment. So yeah. Okay. So that's the same one. I'll go the other way. So there we are. So I think what I might do is I can see if I can get the 31 down the other side between the station platforms. Where to go, isn't it? Assuming it don't fuse it again. So there we go. I mean, I do wonder whether, it just got rather hot running around and that was fusing it. I don't know. What I'll do is I'll put it round here, and then before I just click off, we'll run it round and see if it fuses again. And if it does, that'll be the end of the stream. So I'll stop it there. There we go. And I think we better do a few whistles on the Flying Scotsman. I've got 3 whistles on that. And actually, that's all I've got on for the sounds at the moment. I've got the sound, the engine sound, and just the whistles, nothing else at the moment. And it's been on there a long time, isn't it? So it's really weird. So, right. So, about the best I've been. I've got 13 on at the moment. So thank you everybody for coming on. And as you know, I don't do these very often. I'm a bit like Alan there. We do one every so often. But I just felt like, running trains because I haven't really felt like doing it for a long time. And I do look at Spark, his layout, and running his camera around live, magic. I think I'll probably have trouble doing it on this. I think it would start hitting things. What you really need is Jim at Hover Motion had a loco with a camera in the cab, didn't it? And you could actually control the engine with the cab controls. He hasn't. I think they are a bit vulnerable and sort of tend to break down. I turn the old Flying Scotsman off the sound. I'm hoping you can still hear me when the sound's going. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Alan. As I say, I spent about an hour and a half setting all this up this morning, up and down. I sometimes think I should really just leave some of the trains up there all the time, but I just feel that they'll maybe last a bit longer if you don't, But I think I might leave these up here because it's not been too cold, and it's at the moment we're up to 70 degrees, which is lovely for me. It's all right. So yeah, I really do like your one, Sparky. That's some layout you've got there, and obviously I was a bit confused. I saw you did a video saying you weren't sort of organising a meet-up, and then a little while longer there was one where you seemed to be organising it. So I don't know quite where you are on that. Are you actually organising one, or is somebody else taking over? You've got 20 degrees, Alan, have you? Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether the sun's out at the moment. If the sun's out, it would get quite hot. It doesn't. I don't think it gets as hot up here as it does in the conservatory. I've had 95 degrees in the conservatory with the sun out. It's a bit warm. Yeah. So like that one. Oh, I've got a fly up here. Ooh. So I think I'm going to call this a day. So let's see if we can get this 31 running without it fusing it. If it fuses it, that's it, everybody. But it should. The computer should be all right. I did actually plug the live stream computer into the mains, so it's fully charged. But the one with the trains running on is not, and that's down to, it's only used about 40% of the battery power in that computer. So let's see if we can get this 31 one going. And I'll put a bit of sound on it. And here we go. And are we ready, everybody? So we should be coming down in a minute, unless it chooses. And I tend to think it may be more the Backman container wagons than the actual loco. So you've got the sun out where you are, have you, John? Okay. So you are doing one, are you, Spidey? So were you persuaded to do one from what you sort of said initially, or were you always intended to do one? Oh, no, that one, minute. So I've not, this has been up here for all the time, I've not cleaned the track, I've done nothing to it. Not vacuumed it, nothing. So it seems to run quite well. I don't know why this truck. I sometimes think that when you ballast the track, you make it, I wouldn't say less reliable, but more likely to get dirty. I don't know why. So, so Alan's got the sun out in North Wales, which is good. I think you should be getting some rain, shouldn't you, Alan, or have you already had it? I don't remember. Yeah, okay, it's fine. So, yeah, okay. Weird, isn't it? I'm not saying it won't go. Let's go a bit quicker on it. So that's, this hasn't been through the mill, so although it's saying about 30 miles an hour on the actual system, it's probably maybe not that. It's a bit slower than 30, I would say. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, come on, Robert's train set and get a weather forecast for various parts of the world. So I think we might get a bit of rain here, but it's a very low possibility, about 30%, so probably not. So I'm going to have to go here, aren't I, everybody? So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. And I see we've got 14 on now, so if you're new and you can't do any comments, thank you for coming. Please have a look at my channel. I've got this layout up here, which can be run on iTrains, but at the moment it's me controlling everything. I've also got an end-to-end down in the conservatory, which is controlled by, well, Hornby Railmaster with our E-Link is what I use, but it's manual, except for the actual trains, the engines, it's all manual. So the points are manual, but not with the hand of God in the way. So have a look at that, and there are various videos. I also go to some train shows. So the one up there at the moment, which will be superseded by this, is from Norwich in Norfolk. I quite enjoyed it, actually. I did. So I'm going to. Right, okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave these running while I sign out and let you say your goodbyes to everybody. But I've enjoyed it today. I'm really glad, and you know, except for a few, shall we say, intermittent problems. It's probably one of the best ones I've done. You know, and I am sorry, Jimmy, that I didn't get your 395 back. Try and get it up on the next one. You know, if I do that, might be 4 months ago. Well, that probably is. You know. So I'm going to click the end screen. And I'm going to click out now. I